No pain,
Good
no
work,
gain,
Susie.
ladies. I got my pains, Daisy. Hey, Gemma, I thought this was supposed to be a mixed class.
False advertising, I reckon.
Misleading promise of men. Why don't you bring your bloke along?
Yeah, right. His idea of exercise is walking to the fridge. Yeah, I thought you were going to tell Jonesy.
I changed my mind. Is he your boyfriend?
Well, no, yeah.
We're mates, that's all.
PJ and I started off as mates.
Just don't think I'm ready to see anyone just yet.
Oh, he's good-looking, smart, fun.
But he's Jonesy. I bet he doesn't think of me in that way anyway.
Oh, maybe you should make the first move.
Things will get weird.
What are you doing here?
Well, you're always complaining I don't get enough exercise. I thought I'd walk you to work.
Oh, yeah, when you could be having coffee and reading the paper in bed. This doesn't have anything to do with the attack the other week, does it? Look, Susie and I can look after ourselves, you know.
Well, speak for yourself. Gemma would have been in a lot of trouble if that other guy hadn't happened. Hey, hang on. What? Just thought I heard something in there. Tracy.
Constable Parishman, Thomas Police. We're in an ambulance urgently to Hetherington Park.
Your fitness instructor that was attacked.
I know, she was on the way home from the gym too. I mean, it's the same guy. Has to be. He's not going to stop it too, is he?
Someone called out for help. There was no one there.
Do you think you could describe him?
He had something on his face. A stocking.
Was he taller than you?
He was strong. He was really strong.
Run away!
Is there anything else at all?
He had tracksuit pants on.
Run! Run away!
Navy blue.
Come on! Run away! Run!
He kept saying, run away. But I couldn't. He laughed. He laughed.
So these two attacks are definitely related.
Same height and build. Both victims report the guy wearing navy track pants and a black stocking over his head.
The only difference is Jem was able to fight the creep off.
She was lucky that passerby came along.
Well, she trains like 12 hours a day. I mean, she could have handled him.
He was frustrated by her escape, and it makes sense that he'd try again so soon.
What else do we know about him?
He's a complete psycho. Gets his thrills taunting his victims.
He does it in broad daylight in a public area.
Well, he obviously gets his rocks off knowing someone could pass by while he's on the job.
How did you two go at the scene?
No decent footprints, no witnesses, nothing left behind that we could find.
Perhaps you should talk to your gym instructor again, see if she's remembered anything new.
You didn't mention in your statement whether he said anything to you.
Said?
Well, he spoke to Tracy.
No. Nothing. That other guy came along before he got too good a hold and I just bolted. It could have been me.
In trouble with the law again, Jen?
Scotty. This is Joe and Susie. They're in my class.
Aye.
That guy, he raped someone.
Okay, well, I don't want you going out for any runs while this crazy creeps around.
I've got to train, Scott.
Today?
Every day if I want to make the team.
What team's this?
2006 Commonwealth Games team. The 800 metres.
Yeah, all right, I'm coming with you.
Scott, I don't need you.
We'll do the two.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
See ya.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Lou.
I've got those footy cards to show you.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, they're in my locker.
Oh, well, Susie's really the footy fan, mad Hawthorn supporter.
Oh, yeah? I got Don Scott at home. Would you like to see?
A little busy right now.
Are you in tomorrow morning?
Yeah, possibly. Gotta go. Thank you, Joe.
Smells like he's been gargling sewerage.
Someone really ought to tell him. We also questioned some of the other members and staff. No one saw anyone suspicious hanging around the gym this morning.
Right, so we can't say for sure he's getting his victims from the gym.
The first thing you've got to do is choose a search engine.
We also put up a notice in the women's change rooms, just asking everyone to be a lot more cautious.
Right. Well, we need to get onto the Gazette as well. We'll put out a public warning.
Just type in, now, Thomas. There you go. Accommodation, Goldfields, art gallery. ThomasHottie.com.
Whatty.com?
Sounds like a porn site. See the hottest country
girls around.
Should we check it out?
I'd prefer not to if you don't mind.
Well, I'll do it.
Supreme sacrifice?
It could be kiddie porn. Yeah, all right, open it up.
It's like a proof sheet or something. Hey, that's Gemma from the gym. What?
No.
It is.
Known here as Sporty Hottie.
Gemma wouldn't be involved in porn, would she?
Not knowingly. This is the preview page. Can you
Police
get
Sergeant
further?
Stewart speaking.
Oh, no, you'd have to get credit card details.
Yeah, and we would need
You just stay out of their way. We'll
authorisation.
send someone
Well, I'll
straight
get
down.
onto it.
Joe, Susie, there's a fight going on down at the gym.
Stay away from her, you filthy animal! I haven't touched her!
Stop it, Scott!
I'll speak to you in the shower! I'll speak to you in the shower!
Look, Mr. Graham is the manager here. He'd need to make repairs from time to time.
Yeah, well, he could have hung a warning sign on the door or something, but no, instead, he's in the cubicle waiting for Gemma to walk in without anything on.
There was no clients in that place, okay? I wasn't expecting anyone.
And what were you doing in the women's change room, sir?
I wasn't. I was outside waiting for Gem, and then I ran in when she started yelling.
Okay, Gemma, did Mr. Graham assault you in any way or threaten you? No.
No, he didn't have the time, that's why. She's always gone on about how much of a sleaze he is and the fact that he can't keep his hands to himself.
Scott, this isn't helping.
Oh, come on, I don't believe this. You guys looking for the bloody rapist all over town, and here he is right under your nose.
What?
All right, let's go.
You can't seriously think that I'm the one that attacked Gemma.
Yeah, well, we've checked around the gym and you do seem to make a habit of touching women who don't want to be touched by you.
Oh, that's just a bit of fun. I mean, they love it.
Gemma Walters could file for sexual harassment at the very least.
Okay, if you walk past a building site and a bloke whistles, do you take offence? No, you take it as a compliment, don't you? That's all I'm doing, paying compliments.
They put fences around building sites to discourage that variety of compliment. Now, where were you between 7:30 and 8 on April the 9th? It's a Friday 2 weeks ago.
At work, as always.
Right this morning.
I was at work, okay? I mean, ask my staff. I didn't hurt Gemma or Tracy. Gemma's boyfriend just got the wrong end of the stick, that's all. I mean, I understand. If she was mine, I'd probably overreact too.
So Will copped an eyeful. Can't we let it drop?
Well, your boyfriend made a valid point about him not putting a note on the door.
Scott isn't the one with a shot at the Commonwealth Games. I don't need the distraction of trying to find another job.
Well, Will Graham can't sack you over this, not legally anyway.
He'd just find another excuse somewhere down the line. We had this young receptionist once. He exposed himself to her.
Charming.
Flops his tackle on the desk in front of her. Asks what she thinks of that.
Well, she should have called us. Would have charged him.
She had her own solution. Whacked him with a steel ruler.
Clever girl.
Except it got her the boot. Not for that, of course. Will's not that stupid. But suddenly we don't require a receptionist anymore, and she finds herself retrenched.
And now he could be raping women in the park.
Will's a pathetic lech. He's no rapist.
Don't go anywhere in a hurry, Mr. Graham. We might need to talk to you again.
Yeah, right.
So, what do you think?
I think he's a piece of slime, and I'd love to bust him.
I haven't a lot to go on. Doesn't have a form.
Well, just a matter of luck. I'm going to have a good, close look at Mr. Graham.
Wait, go back. It's Tracy.
What?
Kindy Hottie.
She teaches kindy down at Hartley Street.
2 victims on the same website.
Looks like some sort of rapist trophy room.
We need to contact every woman on this site.
All the women we were able to contact confirm they're members of the gym, but none of them report being assaulted.
Well, they're not willing to say. Are any of them aware that they're actually on this website?
It appears the photos were taken without their knowledge.
Yeah, we're looking at some kind of cyber stalker.
Charming. The background in both these photos looks to me like Penhope Road.
Well, we think he followed the women from the gym, took their photo with a digital camera, loaded it onto his computer and then merged it with other images in Photoshop.
Translation?
These women were probably somewhere else when the photo was taken.
Once upon a time, what you saw was what you got.
Well, images can be doctored. Publishers do it all the time. Bigger lips, smaller hips.
He only works with images.
Oh, a bit of digital manipulation. You could lose kilos, boss.
I think I'll stick with my diet.
The website's hosted in the US.
Which means?
Well, we'll put a request through the Attorney General's office, which will be forwarded to the FBI, who'll get a warrant to comply with freedom of information.
And they say computers have made our lives easier.
Yeah, now they're identifying everyone by their profession.
Chef hottie, teacher hottie, nurse hottie.
Like a porn version of the Spice Girls.
She's in aerobics class.
Well, hothouse hottie.
Linda from the florist. She's going to lose it. What a pig. I mean, he's making money parading these poor women to perverts like himself.
What is it? You guys should probably come and have a look at this.
Can we kidding?
Copper hottie.
How could he follow me and take my photo without me knowing?
It would be easy enough to do, Joe. All he needs is a little digital camera or a mobile phone.
Creep.
Just part of the power trip hiding behind a lens.
If we are right about this sleaze bag, then you could be his latest target.
Well, we know he likes to take risks. Going after a policewoman would be a challenge.
Yeah, well, he's picked the wrong girl.
If you are an intended victim, then I think you should be taken off
Boss,
the case.
no.
Parish, I'm worried for your safety. We all are.
Look, he is right. You need to stay out of it for your own protection.
I don't want to hide out till you catch him on it. It'll be like he's won.
Joe's right. If he wants to find her, he will, no matter where she is.
I want to catch him, and I can't do that hiding at home. I'm not wearing my equipment belt. So you should be able to see my gun off it or something.
The only time you don't wear that is to and from work.
Oh, and a credit card authorisation just came through.
That bloody time. Okay.
It's a video.
Click on the play button.
What's going on? Why am I taking my top off?
Not bad for an amateur.
Watch the mouth.
This is just a joke.
I mean, watch Joe's mouth. It's moving. She's talking to someone.
Hang on, I'm taking my uniform off. And I don't have my equipment belt on.
Okay, I think we've copped a good look.
Hang on. That bra, I wore that Monday.
Didn't we go to an aerobics class Monday?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. This is in the women's change room at the gym.
Okay?
I think I'm capable of conducting myself professionally.
What do you want now?
Want to search these premises?
What for?
Wireless surveillance equipment.
And what would I want with surveillance equipment?
I think we'll check the women's change rooms, eh?
Plastic. Wise choice.
Air vent up in the wall.
No, that's the wrong angle. This is where I usually get changed.
In locker.
This looks like it's been tampered with. You got a key?
Members supply their own padlocks, as you well know. I didn't put that there.
And the other side is?
The men's.
You're destroying private property. What am I supposed to tell my members?
Well, they could put in a complaint against the police department, but good luck.
Susie, Pete.
74 men belong to this gym. Any one of them could have set this up. I can provide you with a list of their names if you like.
I think we should have a chat down the station, don't you?
There's no way I could have set those gadgets up. I haven't had trouble working an ATM machine. Oh, come on. Anybody could have planted that stuff.
No, not just anybody.
Someone who had access to both change rooms without raising suspicion.
Yeah, we know how much you enjoy your time in the women's showers.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Why don't you tell us what happened when you were coaching athletics at St David's Grammar?
What do you know about that?
I've been checking up on you, Mr Graham.
Yeah, well, it was 5 years ago.
One of your students accused you of indecent assault.
Yeah, and the charges were dropped.
On lack of evidence. Not a lucky escape.
Nothing happened, okay? Look, she was just a silly schoolgirl with a crush who took my professional interest to mean I was interested in her. When I told her I wasn't, she cried rape.
Why did they dismiss the charges?
Because it became blatantly obvious to everyone that she was just a vindictive little bitch with a score to settle.
Where were you between 7 and 8 a.m. 2 Fridays ago?
Not this again.
Can anyone verify you're at the gym?
Oh, yeah, the instructors, the members, everyone. 2 weeks ago, yesterday, every bloody day.
We would like the names of those witnesses if it's all the same.
Lou, the cleaner. He was been slacking off, so I had a chat with him this morning.
Hey, it's the footy fan. I went home and got Don Scott.
Yeah, we're not here to talk about footy cards, Mr Petro.
Call me Lou.
We need to ask you a few questions.
Is it about Mr Graham? I saw you take him away.
He's helping us with our inquiries into 2 recent attacks on women from this gym.
I don't know anything about that.
No, we didn't say you did. We just need to verify something Mr Graham told us this morning. Said he had a conversation with you around 7:45.
You don't remember?
It didn't happen. He hasn't spoken to me all day.
Bloody Lou, you tell him something if he gets 2 seconds later. You believe me, don't you, mate?
Well, I'd love to, Will, if we could just find a way to take you out of the picture.
No, the easiest way to clear yourself would be to give a DNA sample.
Right, so you can add that to your file on me? No way.
Look at it from our point of view. We just need someone to corroborate your alibi for either of the attacks.
Someone must have seen me.
Yeah, well, we did check with all the people on the list you gave us, but no one could be certain you were at the gym when Gemma was attacked.
Okay, well, Gemma was what, 2 weeks ago Friday?
Right.
No one saw me because I was locked away in the office. I mean, I came in early that day to do the books.
If you're working on your computer, Mr Graham, we'll be able to verify the times.
No, you won't. I told you, I'm hopeless with technology. I don't use a computer.
Yeah, the name's... Well, the assistant manager confirms that Will Graham's computer illiterate, does all the books by hand. His only connection to a laptop is the redhead dancing at the steam packet Thursday nights.
Well, that is the last of the computer shops in the district. Not one of them report any dealings with Graham.
Which means if the cyber stalker is our rapist, Will Graham is probably not our man.
Oh, if he is.
I'm sorry, mate, but we're going to have to widen the search here.
Who else is there?
Hey, if that cleaner didn't talk to Will this morning, it means he doesn't have an alibi.
No, certainly creepy enough.
What do we know about him?
We know he likes to clean in the aerobics room when there's only women in the class.
Hey, you're not going to renew your membership at that joint, are you?
Let's have a chat to those computer shops, see if the name Lou Pietro rings any bells.
Oh, too bad. Your shot. Again.
Best of 5.
Yeah, it's just really not worth my while.
Excuse me?
Well, it's just not very challenging if I wipe the floor with you every time we play, is it? I think I need to play for something more than just an easy win.
And what are you suggesting?
I don't know. Loser buys the winner dinner at the restaurant of their choice.
But didn't you just establish that I'm pretty much destined to lose?
Yeah. In which case, there's this new Greek place in St David's that I'm pretty keen to try.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I hope the Saganaki and calamari aren't out of your budget. Because that's exactly what you'll be buying me. Rack 'em up. Hey, how'd you go?
Yeah, Lou's been buying computer equipment and digital camera gear for the last 6 months.
It's not bad on the cleaner's wage.
Pornography pays well.
Yeah, but being a computer nut isn't enough to tie him to his side.
We've got a match on the serial number on the laptop that Lou bought a couple of months ago.
Guessing by that glint in your eye, it's the same as the one we found in the gym.
The very same.
Remember, bringing back the suspect in one piece.
What if he resists? Ah, Mr Pietro, we have a warrant for your arrest. Yeah, whoa.
You know, look, very pleased to see us, Mr. Pietro.
Joe. All right, scumbag, get dressed. Turn off.
Loser, Lou. That's what they call me.
Who calls you?
The women, girls. They don't like me. Even when I'm nice to them.
Is that why you set up the website?
Everyone needs a hobby.
You should have stuck to footy cards.
Sounds more like a way of getting even, Lou.
Yeah, well, they deserved it. All right? They all laugh at me. They put me down.
Is that why you raped Tracy Allen?
What?
To prove you're not a joke?
No.
Because she wasn't laughing when you held her down, Lou, was she?
I've never raped anyone.
Why didn't you admit to your conversation with Will Graham yesterday morning?
Because he'd had a go at me.
So?
You seemed to like me. And I didn't want you knowing I'd been in trouble.
Well, you're in a lot of trouble now, Lou.
I didn't rape anyone. I couldn't.
We don't have any trouble spying on women or setting up a porn site.
I like to watch, all right? But that's all. I can't do anything else.
Jonesy, just...
Yeah, well, I believe him.
He could be lying about not being able to function sexually.
Well, he's not lying about being a pathetic, inadequate loser.
It's a textbook definition of a rapist.
But what about his breath? I mean, there's no way the victims would not notice that, and yet there's nothing in either of their statements.
He wore a stocking over his head. I mean, he would have disguised it.
You could wrap a mattress around his head, you'd still smell it.
I never thought the day would come when Tony Timms might actually be right about something.
Cops baffled and rapist hunt. And you, Tony?
Ask me, we let go of Will Graham too easily.
Oh, he doesn't fit.
He's a sleazoid creep.
He's a computer illiterate.
Well, he works at the gym, he doesn't need a computer.
Yes, can I help you?
I need to speak to whoever's in charge of this case.
Yes, can
I saw the newspaper. I knew I had to speak up. I know I should have come to see you sooner. But I've been so scared and ashamed.
Tamara, are you saying you've been raped? When did this happen?
Last Friday. I was on my way home from work. I just turned into the park when he grabbed me from behind and dragged me into the bushes. I tried to scream, but he put his hand over my mouth and said that if I didn't shut up, he'd punch my face in. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Was there anything distinctive about him?
Run! He wore a black stocking over his head.
Do you remember anything else about his breath, for instance, or...?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I would have noticed. He was yelling right in my face.
Come on, run away!
What was he saying?
He was yelling at me to run. Run, go on, run, I dare you. I couldn't move.
Tamara, are you a member of the Mount Thomas Fitness Club?
No. No, I'm not.
Tamara Jennings, 24, training to be midwife. Victim number 2 between Gemma Walton and Tracy Allen.
Is she on the website?
Yeah, I tried Nurse Hottie, Baby Hottie, all the obvious names. Nothing.
So the gym, this website and our rapist may not be connected after all.
It's possible that the only link between these 3 women is that they all use Hetherington Park.
So if you're right, it means we're back to square one.
At least it's less likely he's targeting Joe.
Well, he's targeting someone, though.
We should be targeting Hetherington Park. I'll get Ben to organise some extra patrols.
Yeah.
We never got to finish that game last night.
No, we didn't.
So you up for it tonight?
Yeah, why not?
Or I could simply concede defeat and buy you dinner.
Don't want to face me on the field of combat, huh?
Well, not without plying you with grog first.
Sounds good.
Hey, there's something outside I think you should come and have a look at.
What is it?
Just come and have a look. Joe, have you finished that property book yet? Oh, somebody can't spell.
What's going on? What have you got? From our friend, huh?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Don't worry.
No, I won't. Senior constable, you bastard.
Well, this could well be his biggest mistake. There'll be DNA all over us.
Yeah, mine. I left them in the change room. They've got a tear in them.
So he would have picked them up from the change room.
Well, in the bin in the change room.
Cleaner would have access to the bin.
We should have a chat to Lou.
Well, he's not the only one with access.
Will Graham.
Yeah.
Except the second victim is not linked to the gym.
We've run every bloke who's a member of that gym through, Lee. Nothing's come up.
Will Graham thinks we've been looking for someone with computer knowledge, so he probably thinks he's eliminated as a suspect.
He doesn't know that we know about Tamara.
Yeah, so we should fill him in.
Parish.
Yeah, I'm fine, boss, really.
Parish, the man you're going after welcomed a chance to put an open threat outside your place of work, a police station, no less. He's not someone to be trifled with.
Yeah, well, neither am I.
Keep an eye on him.
Why the hell you dragged me down here again?
Oh, just a couple of questions, Mr. Graham.
Yeah, well, you could have asked me down at the gym.
We wouldn't want to embarrass you in front of your clients.
Not what I ever saw in you, sweetheart.
We need an alibi for your whereabouts last Friday.
What, I'm supposed to have assaulted someone else, am I?
You tell us.
Well, I was at work from 6:30 like every other morning.
Yeah? Well, actually, the time frame's a little different this time. You see, the victim was attacked on her way home.
What time?
5:30 to 6.
Oh, on Friday the 16th. Easy. I was in St David's celebrating my birthday.
Anyone with you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, my girlfriend. She was giving me my present, if you know what I mean.
You actually have a girlfriend, do you?
We'll need a number.
What, so you can stalk her too?
Or if you prefer, you can wait here while we get a court order to get some DNA from you.
May I borrow your pen? Thank you.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Graham's alibi checks out.
Oh, he really does have a girlfriend.
Well, sort of. You see, I've just spoken to Panda of Panda's House of Bondage at St David's.
So that's it?
Not quite, but Panda does offer a 10% discount for coppers.
Spare me.
Maybe she was lying. I mean, he could have worded her up.
No, well, her story's been backed up by 2 other girls working there at the time.
So what we're saying is that he was our prime suspect and he's just flown out the window.
I booked us a table for 7:30, so pick up at 7.
7? Doesn't give me much time to change.
Oh, right. I just wanted to leave some room at the other end of the night.
Oh, why was that?
Well, for the drive back. Yeah, I could change it if you like.
No, don't.
See you then.
Business to run, you know.
We won't chew up any more of your time if you just care to sign the book for us. Are you satisfied with your
Every
treatment?
now and again, a suspect comes along and you so want it to be them.
Meanwhile, the real rapist is still out there.
Yeah, you're right. Mr. Graham, we can drive you back if you want.
I told you I could make my own way back.
Well, least we could do.
Yes, well, I won't be requiring any more of your assistance, thank you. Go.
Joe, what are we doing here?
Well, like you said, the rapist's still out there. Chances are he's here at the gym.
Yeah, he'll be the one wearing a T-shirt that says rapist. Not fake cop.
Run, slow coach.
Come on, Gemma. Run! Come on, run! Come on, is that all you got? Run! Run!
I've already told you. I can't describe the guy beyond what I've already said.
You sure it didn't seem familiar?
Familiar? No. The whole thing lasted less than 30 seconds anyway.
Well, tell us about your boyfriend.
Surely you don't think...
Well, we don't think anything at this stage. We just want your help.
All right. We've been going together for a few months. I've been neglecting him a bit lately.
How come?
The games. All the training.
Well, he seems to be into a bit of training himself.
We met at a training camp. I don't think I could go out with a non-athlete.
Would you be able to account for Scott's movements yesterday morning and Friday morning a fortnight ago?
You do suspect him?
Well, we can't eliminate anybody at this stage, but if Scott was with you, it means he's in the clear.
No. He wasn't with me. I'm always at work early. Scott sleeps later. We meet up mid-morning for a run.
Right, last Friday, late afternoon.
We have a standing squash court booking, but Scott cancelled. Said he had business in Melbourne.
Is the name Tamara Jennings familiar to you?
Yes, she was a client.
But she's not a member of the gym, we checked.
I do some personal training on the side. You're not saying that...
Yeah, Tamara was a victim too.
That bastard.
Scott Drummond.
Mr. Protective went and tried to rape his own girlfriend.
Well, it happens. Look, everyone says rape's about power, right? Gemma is a hot contender for the games. Now, a guy could feel threatened by that.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but I'd feel pleased for her.
Yeah.
The manager at the athletics club said Scott had his eye on the games, but he didn't cut it at the trials.
And Gemma?
I'm going from strength to strength.
I wouldn't feel too happy about that.
Yeah, but to go out and rape two other women...
Maybe Gemma was the intended victim all along. He tries to bring her down a peg or two, but can't even do that properly.
So he holds down his victims and taunts them to run when he knows they can't.
But in his mind, he's really saying this to his girlfriend.
Real hero.
He's the right height, right build.
Now, look, we're going to need more than this if we're going to catch him.
Bring him in and break his alibi.
Well, what if we can't?
Bide our time. He'll outsmart himself soon enough.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Gemma's in real danger. We've got to get him to make a move.
What do you suggest?
Give him someone he feels he can overpower, but sees as a challenge as well.
No, absolutely not.
He's already threatened me. He thinks he's got me in his sights. Why not use that to catch him in the act?
Because I think you're underestimating him. You think he's easy picking. So far, he hasn't put a foot wrong.
Well, how can I possibly get in trouble with the team covering me?
Even in a controlled situation, things go wrong, Parish.
This is my job, and I wouldn't suggest it if I didn't honestly believe it was our best bet of catching him.
Come on, Joe, that was pathetic.
Oh, it's killing me.
Come on, get into it.
Joe!
Feet working?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oi! I'm not having you lot around here anymore. Clear off!
Just relax, I'm just here to exercise.
So he's not a member.
Wandering around here by yourself. You know it's not safe at the moment.
I can look after myself.
You know what sort of danger you're in?
Just go home, you're being ridiculous.
I'll give you a lift.
I'd rather walk than listen to this macho crap.
Hey, mate, I think she wanted you to leave her alone.
Shut up. You're coming home.
No, I'm not. I'll go back to the station. I'd rather sit up all night doing paperwork than listen to this.
Fine. Sleep there for all I care.
Sorry about that.
You be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
What's that? Just a beer?
Be mine tonight if you played your cards right.
Yeah, well, I'll have a beer for starters, Chris.
Well,
What?
well, who have you gone to so much trouble over?
No one. I haven't. That's just Susie, but grabbing a bite to eat. It's no biggie. But yeah. Yeah, I have to iron a new shirt.
I'm not going to leave without you, you know.
Right.
Have fun.
Suze.
Someone's coming.
Hello?
Jones?
Jones, what are you doing here?
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
You're gonna blow the whole thing.
Jonesy, what are you doing? The opposite. Nobody tells me anything. I saw the light on. I thought it was Susie.
Susie?
Yeah, we were going out to dinner, but she stood me up.
Susie and I talked about this. There's no way she would have stood you up.
You don't reckon?
No, something's happened. That sign on the car, what did it say?
You're next.
You're next constable, but I'm senior constable.
He's after Susie.
Sorry, Princess. I know you were hoping it was going to be you.
Rape, attempted rape, assault police, intentionally cause injury. You want to do the honours or shall I?
Come on.
You're not obliged to say or do anything unless you wish to do so. Anything you say or do may be recorded and given in evidence.
I'm fine.
He'll be remanded at St David's.
I'm going to be laying a hand on anybody for a long time.
And Gemma?
More relieved than anything, I think. She asked me to pass on her thanks.
It's me you should be thanking her. I think all that time at the gym's starting to pay off.
Yeah, too bad we've been banned from going back there.
What?
Will Graham dropped in 2 refund checks. Told us we can train elsewhere.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hey!
You a present.
And Why?
Well, do I need an excuse to buy a present for the man I love?
Thank you. Hey, listen, sorry about your membership at the gym. I know you were really stuck.
No, that's okay. I'm going to take up running instead.
Well, at least it's cheaper.
Yeah, there are inherent risks, though. I mean, all those lonely country lanes, a girl could get attacked.
Well, if you think this is all it takes to get me to go running with you...
Oh, no, I don't think that's all it takes. That's why I bought you these.
Sorry about dinner.
Some other time, eh? So you and Joe spend a bit of time talking about me, do you?
Did Joe tell you that, did she?
No. She said that you wouldn't stand me up.
Great, Joe.
That's a good thing, too. We wouldn't have come to your rescue otherwise.
I was doing very well without your help. Thanks very much.
Yeah, you're right. Game of pool?
You just love humiliation, don't you?
It must be it.